Hey everyone, Les here from BG Trading. Hope you are well. Today is August 8th, 2022, and the video will be talking about lithium stocks are set for reaching all-time high again in this second half of 2022. I'm going to cover the lithium stocks that I believe could be the safest option and why. And after that, I will analyze Ocon Limited, which is an updated analysis that we are reviewing each stock that we have been trading several times together with our VIP members, and for us is by far the safest of them all. Let's have a look. Just want to remind you, this is not a financial advice, it's just us from BG Trading sharing with you how we apply our strategies to know when to buy and when to sell stocks, how we set up targets, stop losses, avoid FOMO, and much more. All in this channel. So if you like, please share this video with someone that you believe could be interested, and obviously hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Now, let's go straight into the chart formation of those stocks. Now we start with Ocon Limited, which, as I said at the beginning, it is by far the safest stock of them all, safest company to invest. On our opinion, I'm going to analyze as a second part of this video, okay? And it's currently trading at $12 after this bullish intersection level 1 here. And interesting enough, I have seen a lot of people charting stocks on other ASX groups and everything, and then they came up with this to be what we call a bearish formation. It works sometimes, but a lot of times doesn't work. You need to understand what is the fundamentals behind the stock and the growth prospect. I've seen a lot of people have sold this stock because some people were saying this is a bearish formation. They forget looking into the fundamentals. They forget looking into what's happening with the macro environment. They forget that this stock is within one of the hottest sector for years, and lithium prices are currently trading at all-time high. So this is the key. Don't try predict the market. Every time we try ourselves predict the market, we either got wrong or we either got a short profit. We could have got more profit. And then what we do now as with BGS20, and then we're switching to BG trading strategy. We trade with the stock, we hold the stock until we have the first sign of reversal rather than predict that now the stock could start falling, right? Okay, now this is Ocon Limited. It is still, to reach the all-time high would be around $14.30, which means anyone buying now, which by the way would be a little bit of the FOMO area, so you gotta be careful when buying stocks at FOMO area. We don't buy stock for FOMO area. We still would have a 20% opportunity in this stock, another $2 essentially, by buying the stock now. Although we already bought the stock at around $10.50, and we would only enter now if the stock has reached the red line here, the red line, which is the SMA 40, which is what we call technically fair price or technically discounted price, depending on the chart formation. So Ocon Limited, for the long-term prospect, I would say is a great opportunity still for a long term, and that's according to our long-term strategy. But for a short-term trade, I think we already missed the boat here. Now, the second one is Pilbara Minerals, as we already covered in past videos. We just want to see what's happening with the chart formation. If you see, most of the lithium stocks are now sort of rising again. We have no indication of potential reversal, which is right here, the stock had rallied 48% already from all times. Sorry, from the last lower low, and is likely to do what we call a lower high, and that's where we want to be buying at the lower high around the red line here. And this is and Pilbara Minerals macroeconomic and favorable environment for lithium. Pilbara Mineral is our second pick as a safest option to invest in lithium stocks. Now, I want to talk about core lithium. Core lithium is still a stock there, a company that is not yet producing, but became a meme stock. Like everyone sort of loving this stock once it has announced to be providing lithium carbonate to a Tesla supply chain, which obviously they caught a lot of people attention. So and then look, it's a little bit more risky option is what we're talking about, which is one project where Oken Limited, for example, which I'm going to be discussing later, has multiple projects around the world in whole different jurisdiction. Therefore, balance really well a risk of lending money into one single project like Core Lithium, for example. But I like very much the fact that Core Lithium is a Australian-based project, and that is critical for my decisions as well. I believe from those three, Core Lithium would be the one that could double or even triple the money if there's a hype in the sector. Oken and Pilbara, for example, we could still do really well, but the upside is more conservative, not as aggressive, not as speculative as Core Lithium is still at the present moment. Now that you have a little bit of overview of those three stocks that I believe are set to do to reach a new all-time high, and then obviously other stocks or other little ones, or even Lake Resources or Arizona Lithium, they all could do all-time high. But I really want to focus here in something that are more like investment grades stock rather than speculative stock. Although obviously when it depends on the commodity, it's always become a little bit speculative because we never know what commodity will be. But in this case, we have a clear picture that supply is not going to outreach demand for at least for the next 3 or 4 years. Although we still need to check on a regular basis. Now, let's jump straight into Oken Limited analysis. And by the way, guys, if you want to actually have access to this analysis, I have put on our free Facebook community, Buy, Grow, Sell Strategy for Share Traders. If you are not in this community yet, why are you waiting? This is a community that we post a lot of serious content for people that really want learn about investing, about trading, learn about our strategies, and then obviously getting results like we're just having today with Arizona Lithium, with Lake Resources, with PointsBet, with Tyro payments, and all sort of stocks that we are trading. Now, so I'm going to actually go through this link here, and here you go. Here's our analysis. So guys, the link will give you access. Obviously, I'm not going to go through every single aspect, but I'm going to highlight the points that I think this is, for me, by far the best ASX lithium stock if you want to have exposure safely to lithium stock. And then this is a company that was formed by the merge of old Galaxy Resources and Orocobre. They merge and then become one of the fifth largest lithium carbonate producer in the world. And then obviously they are currently holding like five compelling projects with which we're going to go through each one of them. But what I wanted to say is that two of those 5 projects, they're already producing. They're already producing a very remarkable amount of output, and that is why it guarantees the lower the risk for this particular company. Furthermore, some of these projects they still expanding, and in other projects they actually in a pre-feasibility study, which some companies, some of those speculative stocks, they only holding one project that is a pre-feasibility study. Allkem Limited holds a lot of projects, and only one of them is in pre-feasibility study. Two of them are producing, and another two of them are in early stages to develop, and all different places, So James Bay is a project that is located in US. Is actually located in Canada. Then the Olaroz project is in Argentina, together with Sal de la Vida. De Vida, which is also in Argentina, and then Mount Catlin in Australia. And this particular project is it's important to consider, because this is the what they calling a flagship environmental friendly low energy input to be able to extract lithium out of the hard rock, and they actually bringing on the rolling off this technology to this project in Canada. And if everything goes fine, obviously the company will be producing Canada as well. So here is a little bit of overview of what lithium demand with lithium supply is at the moment, and what is forecast. And you can see here the demand for hard rock and brine are a lot higher than actually the supply. So that means obviously high lithium prices in the next few years, and then obviously we still have to keep an eye on supply. But if everything goes fine, then we most likely see those stocks going really well over at least for the next 12 months. And then obviously every time we buy a stock, even though it's a long term, you got to ask yourself, what is a long term? It's still, am I following any strategy? You have to follow a strategy. You have to have a target price or a target strategy. For example, those companies, they don't pay any dividend to to the shareholders. We need to do it. And companies that don't pay dividend, you have to ensure you have a target price, because if your capital doubles or triples or quadruple, what are you going to do? You're going to keep holding a stock that has doubled? You got to ask yourself that. I'm not telling you, because I'm not a financial advisor. This is, again, this is our strategy. Well, our strategy will probably be locking up 100% profit if that happens. We did with ZIP last week, and we're looking at doing with another 2 stocks this week if it happens. So that's the thing. You have to have a strategy, even though it's a long term, because sooner or later, if the stock is not a sustainable sort of essential product for or services for consumers, like supermarkets, for example, that everyone needs to eat, or something related to real estate, you got to really be careful with these stocks for over the long term. But I still think this is a good long-term stock. Now, I have an overview about each of the projects here, and how it works. So if you really want to understand a little bit before lending your money, if you have already invested on Allkem Limited, you want to go through a little bit more detailed information about the project, I really recommend you to jump into our Facebook community, Buy, Grow, Sell Strategy for Share Traders. Get this link, and obviously and obviously go through what the company is all about and what each of these projects is all about. But one thing, just in comparison, for example, one single project for Allkem Limited, it's half of a whole project of one single listed stock that people trade out there. So you just gotta be careful when you buy a stock that has a single project. Poses extremely high risk, And obviously there's a gray upside, but poses extremely high risk. And if the project doesn't go well, the company doesn't deliver step by step what's supposed to be delivered, then most likely the stock price will underperform or even go really badly. So this is my view on three of those EV stocks that I believe could reach all-time high, and my brief analysis on Alken Limited. Guys, make sure you jump on our Facebook community, and if you have any questions, please put a comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great week, guys. Bye. The whole idea when we designed BG Trading BGS 20 strategy was to use only a set number of indicators to make it simple and clear to understand, and to be able to apply our KPIs very easily and very effectively. So you don't have to be any Wall Street smart person to be able to apply those strategies. We really hope this course will help you to make better decisions and make successful trades. See you in the course.